Hello, I'm Kevin Hayes, and I'm the Chief Information Security Officer here at Merit. I'm responsible for making sure that our own security is up to par, up to snuff, and that all of your information is safe as you're transiting our networks. The biggest problem with either home office work or public Wi-Fi work is that you may find that just by browsing the internet, malware or ransomware or other nasty stuff just comes onto your computer just as part of just general browsing or general clicking around. And it's a problem because if you then try and do remote work or connect to your organization's VPN, you might actually bring those bad things along with you when you're trying to connect back into your secure infrastructure. Any of your work that you're doing for work should be done on a computer dedicated for work, whether that's going to be a machine that's actually assigned to you by your employer, or you decide to use one of your personal computers, but literally only use that for you. Keep your kids, your spouse, everyone else off your computer, because we want to make sure that you are in full control of what's happening on this machine that's going to be connected back into your secure network. One of the biggest mistakes that just us as people make all the time are reusing our passwords. And I know, it can be really daunting to think, how am I going to create brand new passwords for every single account or service? I actually went and looked at my own number of accounts recently. I think I'm up to about 157 different computer accounts that I have, both personally as well as at my organization. And to try and keep all those different and unique and long and strong, it can be potentially a really big challenge. So people think that they are really unique and that they do some really common substitutions with characters in their passwords because they think that attackers will never guess that ones are actually exclamation points, or I's are actually the number ones, or O's are zeros, or things like that. Truthfully, that does not stop attackers at all in any way. So that is why having very unique passwords for all of your services, even those little ones that you don't think will matter anywhere, your grocery savers club, your newspaper account, things like that. All of these passwords still need to be unique, long, and strong. Making sure that not only are you keeping antivirus and anti-malware programs running on your computer at all times, trust me, they really do help, but actually enable two-factor authentication, sometimes known as multi-factor authentication, on all of your personal and organizational accounts. If you've never heard about two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication, don't worry. Step one, talk to your local IT team and see if they currently have anything in place so that you can use this really awesome and simple and effective security feature when you do things like access your VPN or access your email. Over on the personal side of things, many banks, utilities, even places like Amazon and Facebook offer two-factor or multi-factor authentication. And simply by going into the security settings for either of those services or just typing in a Google search for two-factor or multi-factor. So if you do need to share really sensitive information like passwords because you've created a password or you need to share one, really one of the best things that you can do is to share it using some other method, some other means other than email. And if it's a family member or a friend, simply just texting them the password and keeping it outside of email is a really good way to make sure that attackers hopefully won't find that in someone's email archive. And then on top of that, once you share sensitive information like passwords, do make sure that you have the person change that password immediately if at all possible. We want to make sure that the chances that attackers can actually go and find that password and use it and do bad things are minimized as much as possible.